What's up, guys? I wanted to do a real quick video here on comparing some sizes and my opinions on the tires for our 24 scale crawlers. And I'll talk about some weights because sort of some question I see sort of going around. It sucks to buy stuff and it don't fit, so I was going to try to at least show you what I've came across, sort of share a little bit of my knowledge. All our tires we have here are the Rc4wd drive tires and Axial tires. I have ran every tire here on the table that you see. The only one I have not ran is this one, and I'll tell you about it in just a little bit. So we'll just start at the top with our biggest tire, would be the Scramblers. It's a good tire, nice soft compound. They're big, so if you're going to run it on a Jeep or a C10, you're probably going to have to do some pretty heavy modifications. I don't know if you may have to cut the body some. I actually run them on a buggy of mine that you can see. I run it on this one that it runs fine. I have ran it on the deadbolt. The deadbolt seems to carry it fine. The next one up is the Scrambler tire. I'm not Scrambler, I'm sorry, Mud Slinger. These are great tire. They're pretty aggressive, so if you're going to do a lot of tight turns, it's a lot on the servo. I mean, as you can see, when you twist the tire, I mean, they really grip. So if you're doing a lot of turning, you're looking at replacing your servo if you have not already. I mean, that's a great upgrade to do. I did burn our stock servo up just about the first or second run with these tires on the deadbolt. That's just part of it. So if you're good with doing little upgrades here and there, these run great on the deadbolt. They do rub a little bit. It is what it is. So the Nittos, these come stock on the deadbolt, and they come stock on the Jeeps. And they're okay tire. The stock wheels, they're glued to the rim. They're vented, they're ported. So there are no foams inside. I mean, they're okay. The tread's sort of soft, but the sidewall's sort of hard. I don't know, I've never had much luck with running these. Any other tire on here but this one is probably my favorite. It is what it is. So the next tire up we have would be the Rock Lizards. These come on the Betty. You can actually buy these tires without the rim, you know, just buy the tires separate, and they're pretty affordable. And stock tire, these are probably the best stock tires that I've found. Well, I don't know, it'd be a toss-up between it and the stock tire on the Goodrich, the BFGoodrich Krawler. These are a great stock tire too. It's got its advantages and disadvantages. The stock wheel's got a bigger offset, which it looks nice on the Betty, but you run into clearance issues on the C10 and the Jeeps. But you know, it's personal preference, whatever you're looking for. But these are a great tire. No foams. Next tire up we would be the Goodyear Wranglers. These are pretty good tires. They are really soft. I like running foams. You've seen Hank in the video. He likes running half foams. He'll cut his foam, or he'll run a smaller foam out of another tire in a bigger tire like this, and it does give it, you know, a little more traction, but you know, you sacrifice some traction for side roll on a hill. Your tire wants to collapse. When it does, your truck tends to roll further, and you're taking that center of gravity and you're leaning the truck even more with that tire collapsing. So it's a toss-up. You know, look at your course you're running and you make your own judgment from there. But these tires are really good. They're really super soft. Very little bounce. I mean, you compare it to like a stock Betty tire. I mean, they really bent. I've had good performance out of these. Don't know what to tell you. We've actually run 2 sets of these on our trucks on 2 different vehicles. The next tire we have is the Milestar Patagonia. Out of all the tires, this is my favorite. To look at it, I honestly didn't expect much out of it. When I put them on, I was like, holy cow. It made a huge difference in just, they just grip. I don't know, it's the compound, super soft. You can see the twist. I mean, the servo has no problem turning this tire. They're good. These are actually my son's off of his Jeep, and we actually put those on there. Got these wheels, put them on today, and he's like, Dad, it is sweet. So he's pretty happy with them. I'm really happy with how these tires run and perform. So next one we have would be the Mickey Thomson Baja claws. They're pretty good tires. You can definitely tell a difference in the compound. They're a little stiffer. They run okay. Once you get spoiled with a tire like this, it's really hard to compare it to anything else, but these tires do run good. So if you're looking for the look, that would be a cool look. It's got cool tread, V style, tractor style tread pattern. It's just what you're looking for. Next tire would be the wildpeaks by Falken. These are actually pretty good tires. The compound's a little stiffer. It's very comparable to the Mickey Thomson. The edge lug right here, you can feel it's stiffer. But these tires, especially if you run a weight in the tire, they run really well. I run them on the custom F150 this past weekend, and they ran really good. And it's just, they look good. They look really well, really good. So next tire would be our stock tire off our C10 trucks. It's the Goodyear Krawler. I'm sorry, BFGoodrich Krawler. These are a good tire, best stock tire compared to the Betty. One of these sort of toss up. This is a good tire. You can run this on anything and it's going to perform well. Compound soft, there's no foam. The stock setup is ported, the wheels are ported. So one thing I was going to tell you, that I said earlier in the video, is you can buy these tires only. And I was curious if you can mount them, and these are the Rc4wd drive stamped steel wheels. It's about the only thing you can really get your hands on relatively available right now. So that's why you see mostly stamped steel wheels. I do like the style too, but anyways, these tires you can buy from Axial, and you can run them on the stamped steel wheels. It's a little aggravating getting them mounted up, but it looks totally different than this. And I mean, look at the width. It's the same tire. And if you mount this on a Treal wheel, like this one, the center ring is narrower more than the steel wheels. So the steel wheels give it just a little more balloon. They look nice. I have not ran this. I was just putting it together just to make this video, and I was like, wow, that really looks well. I'm curious. I mean, just the stamped steel wheels are not ported, so it's very balloony. It's got a good bit of bounce, but it's soft. There's no foam, so it's going to really grip. It's got nice flex in the tire, so you should not have a problem with running these. And I think they really perform well. I'm curious to see how they do. I'm going to mount the other 4 sets up, and I may do a video if they perform real well. That way you guys can know. So that was compared to each other. That's the same tires, just on a different wheel. So next one up, we have the TSL Bogger Super Swamper. We have, we've ran these on about every vehicle we have. They're sort of small. They have, if you need a lot of ground clearance, you're going to start running into issues with this tire, because you can gain so much more with the taller tire, especially this, if you can clear these tires. Now again, if you're going for looks, this is a cool looking tire. Thomson. I'm sorry, Super Swamper. This video is not rehearsed, by the way. This is straight up me just making something quick for y'all. It's sort of becoming longer now that I keep talking, but anyways, I don't know. Seems like the tire might be separating a little bit right there. Weird. I don't know. They're a pretty good tire. These tires right here, Thornbirds, TSL Thornbirds. It's the hardest tire, I think, out of the bunch, but they perform really well. I know I see a lot of guys cutting the treads out, but on our course, like you've seen in some of our videos, these perform well on our course. They look crazy cool with these big lugs hanging out the side. The only issue I have with them is they're small. You run into that ground clearance issue again, and I don't know, but they're really cool. Those are really cool looking tires. They perform well. So the last one we have up here is the Rc4wd Drive Rock Creeper. These tires perform amazingly. We just bought them. They were at the hobby shop. We bought them, put them on my son's Jeep. This was actually the first aftermarket tire we purchased out of all these, and we put them on. We're like, holy cow, because you go from this tire, Nitto's, to this little tire, and you would think, you know, I like a bigger tire look, but you would think the bigger tire would perform well. These grip. I don't know if it's the compound that makes it soft or what, but you can see how much softer that tire is compared to this one. I don't know, and it's solid. Like when you drop it, it's there, it's planted. The only issue is the ground clearance with these. Your belly's going to drag on a lot of places. You know, you can overcompensate that with, you know, arched A-arms, and not A-arms, I'm sorry, the linkage, arched linkage, high clearance linkages, and you could put taller shocks, you know, to jack your rig up. Me personally, I like the rigs running medium height, because we do some side rolls and side hills and whatnot. Anyways, before I start rambling too far, I was going to talk real quick about these weights. The Treal wheels, you can get these weighted or non-weighted. I think these are like 22.2 grams. And all it is the center ring is weighted. So if you bought one weighted and one without, you could switch them up. You know, if you wanted to run a weighted in the front and a non-weighted in the rear to get your 60-40 weight transfer, you could try that. But these are weighted wheels. All the steel wheels are not weighted. These are full send weights from Full Send RC, I believe it is. These weights will fit in steel wheels. They fit in there. You have to press them in. They fit there fine. So these are KMS wheels. They do not fit. These are small. They do not fit the KMS wheels. They do not fit a stock wheel. You order these for stamp steel wheels, it'll fit. It's the only thing I've had that they'll fit. The Full Send weights for stock wheels, guess what? They fit a stock wheel. Holy crap. But the KMS wheel, they still will not fit. They're too small. You can run it inside of a Treal wheel. They're a little big. I mean, I'm sorry, the weight's small, the wheel's a little big. If you wanted to run that in there, you'd have to add some material or something to take up the space. I don't know. If you bought, I don't see why you would want to do that instead of just buying weighted wheels. It's a very little price difference, but the biggest thing with what I've seen with the weight, you can tell a little bit of difference in the weight on side hills. That's about the only thing. If you think you're gonna get more traction with weight, with wheel weights, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but I haven't seen that. I've loaded these Falken wildpeaks down with wheel weights. I put center weights in there. I put brass knuckles, and it doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't. I mean, these tires perform good, no weights or with weights. The biggest thing is if you have a lot of side heel, that's when your weights pay off. You know, be careful putting too much weight on a stock motor. We burnt some motors up doing that. It's a sort of a learning curve for us and for all of us, but I'm hoping this video will help clear up a little bit. All right, I'll do a real up close video, that way you can see maybe a height difference. These two tires are just about the same size. I mean, they're so close in size. Like, if you can clear this one, you can clear this one. These Mickey Thomson, the Wild Peak, the Super Swamper, these three tires, very close, same size, very close, same size. The Thornbirds, just a hair smaller. I mean, it is a hair smaller compared to the stock BFG Krawler. Theirs are about the same size. Width, you can see the difference in width. This is the Rock Creeper. They have a rock lock and something else. I can't remember what the other one was, but you can compare it to the size. It is significantly shorter. Performance of the two, this one's better performer than this one. This one's going to have higher clearance, or this one suffers. It's what it is. This is the BFG Krawler on stamped steel wheels. They're very close to the same height, but you get way more width in the two tires. I mean, they don't even look like the same tire, but it is. The bigger tires of the bunch are the Goodyear Wranglers, Patagonia, Rock Lizard. These three tires are very comparable in size. I do apologize, I'm trying to hold the camera and video this for you. Lizards might be a hair taller. If I was going to run the Lizards on something, I would probably put them on a pair of stamped steel wheels or a different set of wheels to get this offset to be what I prefer. These wheels do get a wider stance, but when you turn with that wider stance is when you're going to start rubbing your body. These two tires are probably my two favorites right here. Goodyear, Patagonia. And you can see, like, we run these tires. These are not just show queens, like, these are put to the test. Nittos are probably by themselves in a size. They're between the Goodyear and the Patagonia and the Mud Slinger, Scrambler. I know I'm probably getting y'all drunk, but it's sort of like in between height. So if you want that look, there you go. If you have any suggestions for any other videos, please feel free to comment in the comments. I appreciate all the love y'all give out to our videos and all. And we'll be getting back to you shortly with another video. I believe the kids are going to try to run this weekend. We'll try to get a video up for that. And that's what it's all about. It's having fun, enjoying time with friends and family. And subscribe and share. Give us a thumbs up. Take care.